here. How's everybody's day going? Hopefully well. Okay, so this is part 2 of the hard cider experiment series. Last summer, me and Jake and Dar and our families went up to see Memorex 88, or Marco and Linda. So Marco took Jake and I out to explore some nice parts of Montreal and some of the brew pubs there. And the one that we went to, Diel Du Ciel, I hope I said it right. My apologies if I didn't. But anywho, we had hard cider there, and oh my god, it was delicious. It didn't have the sour notes that I'm used to, and it really sparked some thinking on my part, because I really wanted to duplicate that. I mean, I like my recipe with the brown sugar and using the ale yeast, but I found that the apple was very, very light, which made me start thinking, you know, well, are they adding a bit of water to the apple juice, you know? And so that's what this experiment's going to be. I'm going to use 3 liters of apple juice, and I'm going to add 1 liter of water to it. The brown sugar, it's going to be 1 cup of brown sugar. I have the yeast starter going back here. You probably saw in the first video. That's why I'm dressed the same. I'm not wearing the same clothes for over a week. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to get this mixed up. No sense, you know, going through adding all the sugar and everything. I mean, it's going to be the same in all of the videos. So I'll get it all done. We'll come back with an update on what my starting gravity is, and we'll pitch the yeast. Alright, so the hydrometer reading was a little off. I'm adding 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It was at 1.060, so it's about 12 points under the first one. I really didn't want to make them all strong, but let's give this a shake, and we'll keep going until my numbers match. Alright, here we go. So, Diel Du Ciel. Diel Du Ciel. I think I got it. Diel Du Ciel. Not as fast as I should be saying it. Anyways, I ended up adding 1/2 cup of brown sugar. That was 1/4 cup at a time. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other clip, but my number was a little low. It's 1.060. So 1/4 cup brought me up halfway. Another 1/4 cup brought me up to 1.070. So 0.2 I'm not going to worry too much about. So I get my funnel here. Let's get our yeast starters. Oh yeah, look at that. That's happy yeast. Happy yeast. Yes, sir. Alright, so, gee whiz, you know what? I didn't take into account how much liquid was in this glass that I'm going to be putting in the carboy. I'll be back while I dump some out. Well, that was embarrassing. Okay, so, I'm going to pour in our yeast starter here, Nottingham ale yeast. I've been thinking about upgrading my little experiments from the 1 gallon carboys, just simply because problems like this. Where my wife works, they have food grade containers that, you know, the grease comes in for the deep fryers and everything. Like I said, food grade, and they're 16 liters, so if I wanted to do a 2 gallon experiment, which is probably a little more feasible, I would have all the extra space for silly mistakes like this. But anyways, so we'll get back. So here we are, folks. I'm not going to repeat myself about experiments and, you know, planning for the unexpected, but anyways, the Diel Du Ciel, I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not, Marco will let me know. This is all ready to go. I don't think the added water, you know, will really affect it that much, but our starting gravity was 1.070, so that's close enough to the Sweet Orchard. So we'll let these ferment. Probably next week or so I'll get the other two going. We'll get them filmed, and as you're seeing them, all 4 or 5 experiments have been done. So so at that point, I'm going to do one video where I'll taste test all of them against each other, see what I like, see what I can imagine together. I mean, hell, maybe it'll turn into a little science experiment. Maybe I'll start pouring the glasses into each other and, oh yeah, I like that, or no, I don't like that, or anyways, rambling on. So till next week, be happy. So it's time to do the review on the Diel Du Ciel. I think I've got a pretty good hang on it now. We're just hanging out on the back deck. Yes, that's a tarp in behind me. But let's crack it open. Ooh, this one's carbonated. Maybe it just needed a long time. Let's see. I'll give her a pour. Oh yeah, nice carbonation in that now. Now the first bunch that I did weren't carbonated, but you can see how nice and clear it is. And it's carbonated, so cheers. 17. We'll give her a whiff. It smells just like apples. You know what the smell, I mean, it's just apples that I smell, but what it reminds me of, you know when you go into a farmer's market in the fall and they have the big bins of apples, and that's all you smell is apples in the air? That's what this smells like. Very light fragrance, and I'm pretty pleased that it's carbonated. So maybe I just need to leave it for a month, because I think this has been a month, or maybe almost 2 months. I'll have to look now, but this is the last one that I have. So cheers, 17, and let's see how she aged. Wow. This is fantastic. I think I'm on the right track. It's not quite as light as what we had in Montreal, but I'm definitely on the right track. Maybe I should try 1.5 liters of water to 2.5 liters of apple juice. Not entirely sure, but what I do like about the Nottingham ale yeast is, with my original recipe with just the brown sugar and the Cooper's ale yeast, is it's very sour. It gives you a real slap in the face. With the Nottingham ale yeast, there's no slap in the face. There's no sour punch, you know, to it. It's basically carbonated apple juice, you know, with a little extra kick. Yeah, a little extra kick. So, and I have to, you know, apologize. I gave Jake a few of these bottles to try. He asked me if I wanted him to film the reviews. I told him he could if he wanted. He just forgot that I said wait until I post the how-to video before you taste the review. So everyone's message me is, where's the how-to video? So this is number 2. I was going to change it up and, you know, put the other videos that he's already posted the reviews on, the hopped orchard, and I'm trying to think of what the other one was. Maybe it was the apple pie. Either way, but in my other videos I happen to mention what number it is in the series, and that just would have confused more people. So cheers to happy drinking and you know, honest mistakes, and give this a try, folks. This is actually really good. I'm quite impressed now that I've got carbonation. So, oh, delicious. It's just like biting into an apple. Wow, I can't say enough about it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Give it a try. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And those of you who have just joined me, cheers. I raise my glass to you. Thanks for joining. But until next time, folks, be hoppy.